welcome back. We are on Madela. It's from A Plus Studios. It is like a game that I just randomly just so happened to come across. When you start up the game, you come up to this main screen. It has like a little bridge in the background. It has a flag. Every time whenever you hit new game, it'll always pop up like this. Are you sure you want to start a new game? Which obviously we're just gonna go ahead, hop right on into it, and click yes. So it looks like we have to take a taxi to our house. And we need to use the F button. Oh, whoops. Yeah. I guess I forgot to press any key. Currently right now I'm just kind of doing a voiceover to hopefully get rid of the copyright claim, so I'm gonna pretty much just re-upload this. Overall, it's a decent game. There's only like 11 people that did work on this, so overall I think it turned out pretty good for what it is. There are some like graphic things here and there, like there's some pixelated spots that kind of look like it's just photoshopped in, like where you kind of like crop it out and just randomly place an image there. That's kind of like the minor like little details, but it's overall I think it's a pretty good game. It was on sale, so it's kind of decent. The loading screens, I will say, do take quite a while. And if you've seen the original video before I have to re-upload this, then you know I was kind of like dinking around because I did have the idea of what I needed to do. And right now I'm just trying to see how far away you can go if it's like boxed in and whatnot. Like you can see there's an invisible wall there. You can't go any further. And now I'm about to see if we can go back as far back as possible. So we can't really interact with the people. We can just kind of look at them. There's all these yellow cars and then one black van car. They do have ads going on the side of it. So that's as far as you can go. But man, just just look at this guy's face. It kind of looks like one of those things where they take some kind of like plastic saran wrap and then they just peel it over the face. It just looks ridiculous. Or like one of those socks, like if you ever seen that like see-through sock thing. But man, what is this old couple doing over here? Look at that. It's like they're just like having the most awkward staring contest at each other. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, just that guy reminds me of Mr. Bean. Just just trying to like squint his eyes, trying to read something. Here, I'm gonna try and get like a better look here so we can kind of see what he's trying to do. Wait, there we go. You can kind of see, but but just look at that. Now, how long do you think you would just sit there and wait and just see how everything plays out with this other person, just swinging their head back and forth, going up and down, like maybe an inch away from your face while you're doing like the same thing, looking for somebody else? Absolutely ridiculous. Just just look at that. Alright. But now I'm just trying to see if I can press F on all these other cars to see if it would actually activate. Oh, but look at that, the ad screen. A massage. A massage sounds kind of nice right about now. That looks like somebody's like parachuting in. What's that? Kind of looks like those things like Boy Scouts, like where they go canoeing. But definitely I gotta get a massage one of these days. Parachuting? Heck no. I'm never gonna parachute. Canoeing down a river or rafting? That sounds pretty fun. But I'm trying to get into the car because this should be the main one. But you can't get in from there. You can't access it from the front either. You can't access it from there. You can't access it there. It's only when the prompt comes up. And then you even pull out your phone. But overall, you can't really do too much in this game. You can do little things like you can walk around, you can kind of explore a little bit, but they do have invisible barriers blocking you off from getting anywhere. It's just like this is a supposed to be a real life sim, but it's more or less like it's kind of like one of those motion pictures, I guess, kind of like a mini movie, if that makes any sense. It's pretty much where you just can't really interact with anything. So it's not like multiple choice where you can do like one of those storylines where you can choose what you want to say and then it'll just progress from there from however you choose it. But no, you're pretty much just playing the same game over and over again. But it's like, to me, I just find it ridiculous. And to think I actually paid money to play this game. But let's see. Loading screens again. Oh man. And then doesn't those seats kind of look like baby seats? Like those car seats that you see? I don't know. It's not too fancy for it to be a limo. Because it's literally just a van. Hey, look at that. My love is calling me. You can't interact, so you can't, like, answer it. Ooh, hey, babe. Where are you? I almost arrived. That's good. Did you miss me? Sure I did. Do what's the plan, handsome? You're the decision maker. I'm at work, but I'm done. I'm going home. So, okay. See you soon, babe. Bye. Sorry for having to read that. Like I said before, for whatever reason, the original video got claimed, or one of those copyright things. So I'm just kind of doing a voiceover. I have all the audio muted, so you probably can't hear much of anything of what this game is. But overall, I guess the only thing that's kind of unique is that they have that tiny little TV screen where you can actually, like, I don't know, it's just something random. Seems like it could be from animation film. But I think they probably should have gone with more of that, because those like animated characters in the TV screen is definitely like more has more features on them compared to the people that you seen at the airport. And then another loading screen. I know when I tried playing this once, it actually like froze up on me and crashed. And then I had to try and restart. It was just like from the airplane scene to going to the taxi scene. Alright, here we go. But man, just look at that flag. It's getting all pixelated with the shading. like just look at that. Yeah. Now if that happened in real life, I'd be wondering, is there like a bird or something blocking the sunlight? Alright, so it looks like we're just getting dropped off. We don't really have like a health bar or anything, but to me this kind of feels like GTA in a way. Just kind of not the greatest. So right now we're testing the waters to see if there's like another invisible barrier. And I was kind of curious of what a car would do, but you just so happen to like fall right on top of it. That one, I just messed it up good. And we like just look at that. And then the second the other car showed up, it just poof vanishes. And then that one, oh, there we go. So right now I'm riding it, and look at that, we hit a invisible barrier. That, oh man, that right there kind of reminds me of the scene from Hancock, where he just stops a car from like he was like walking across the street, and then boom, it just got stopped. But there we go. There's the other invisible barrier. Can't really interact too much. You kind of do see people walking around, but they're just kind of there to fill the scene. I don't believe you can get to that other side, but it's kind of weird that no one's like driving these cars that are like going by. And now we're trying to get up the stairs, but for whatever reason you can't interact with it. And the camera view is kind of like glitchy because you can see right on through. So it's kind of like a plain basic setup for like a garage. Except for I love how like the grid bars, they just go seeping right up through the ceiling. It would be kind of interesting to see how that would play out if that would just like open up. Would the entire door just like disappear? And then obviously we can't get into those, so I just kind of gave up on the whole idea. They do have a bridge in the background, which is kind of nice. And this almost just seems like a simple walk on through, like that door just seems to be the target goal. But this is pretty much the entire game, because for whatever reason this is kind of like a demo. Like, it's ridiculous. I get that it's in early access, but it should be, or it should definitely like be better, I guess. Or it should be just a little bit more than what we got. Cause I think the game itself was like $5, but $5 for this kind of game, it just seems a bit much. And the walking around controls is not the greatest. And you're just kind of stuck with looking at the back of the character's head. And right now I'm like, the only thing that you can really do with the NPCs in game is like you can just push them. You can't really interact with them. Like this girl's nose, her nose looks giant. It looks like they just put like permanent marker and like drew out the outline of it. It just looks so weird. And let's see how far back we can go in this one, because now if I was like a programmer of some sort, I feel like if I was like making a game like that or like this, I would try my best to get more details and like try and make it so you could do a little bit more, but sadly I'm not a programmer or anything like that. Really there's nothing really to do in this game quite yet. If they add more stuff, then good, because then I'll definitely make a video on it. But this is more or less what you could do. Like, this is one of the few like glitches or bugs. Like, you can just walk right on through here. You can check out the room, which this is kind of like the setup of where this guy lives at. Here's one of the TV screens. It has no signal. I kind of wish it had like a show or something playing, because I think that would be kind of interesting just to see. Can't interact with couches. You can look out the window, except for your character just seeps right on through. And look at that, you can just walk straight through the wall, just at any given point. But I suppose it's about time that we finish the game up. And literally, once you walk through here, like, they have security cameras, and then it cuts to this scene. It brings you up to the room, and then it says, "Thank you for playing." Overall, I would say you probably shouldn't buy this game unless they release more content later on. But right now, it's literally a unfinished game. It's pretty much just like a demo, just to be quite honest. See, thank you for playing. And then it rolls to the credits. And like I said, it is just 11 people. I don't know if they're like, if it's like somebody. Maybe it might be less, to be quite honest. I think they probably put some other people's names into it. Or I mean, like, there's the same names in. But yeah, I suppose that'll have to do it for this video. Sorry that I had to do voiceover. The original thing had to get cut, so see ya.